Well, thank you so much for being here, Emily from Modus Tulsa. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you so much. Yes, so my name is Emily Keena. I'm the Director of Engagement for Modus, and I'll explain who we are. Part of my position is doing outreach opportunities like this. I try to get volunteers to participate, hiring, meeting with partner agencies, kind of just doing whatever it takes to get the name of Modus out in the community. Uh, so I always kind of start these presentations, and you can see that, right?
Yes.
Cool. With a couple quotes, one from the Tulsa Equality Indicators Report. This was from 2020, but they do have current ones for the last couple years. Really great resource. If you guys don't know about it, go read it. It's awesome. But they have measured transportation in Tulsa and how effective it is and kind of given it a grade. So this was one quote that came out of it of reliable transportation is important in any community, but in sprawling Tulsa, it's absolutely essential. So we are a city that is growing, and the systems that we have in place have not quite caught up to the need of transportation. So you can see here that about 20% of Tulsans don't have access to medical care due to inadequate transportation needs. So then that's just 20% of medical care. So outside of that, of getting to school, getting groceries, you know that that number is probably way more than that. So 20% of Tulsa is about 80,000 people who are transportation vulnerable, living in areas of Tulsa or not having access to a car that just can't get to where they need to go. So that's why we are here. Here's some more things that I pulled from the report that you can read. There's different disparities between geographic locations. So Midtown Tulsa has nearly 3 times as many bus stops per capita as South Tulsa. Kind of makes sense because there's a lot more concentrated population, but there's some great job opportunities and educational opportunities in South Tulsa that individuals need to get to. Likewise with commuting time. Tulsa is great because we don't have that much traffic. We can get around pretty easily. Construction's, an issue, but for those who are driving their own private vehicles, it takes less than 30 minutes on average to get to where they need to go. But individuals who are dependent on public transportation, it's going to be far more than that. So being able to make multiple trips in a day is really difficult for somebody who doesn't have their own vehicle. This is Tulsa, but then also across the United States, this is an issue. So historically, we have funded highways and prioritized that. And highways serve one population, individuals who have a private vehicle. And then the rest of that money, the little small portion goes to public transportation, pedestrian transportation, etc. So historically, we like people to buy their own cars and buy their own gas and travel themselves. So 5.8 million people in the United States delayed medical care because they did not have transportation. And so, that will just exacerbate the issues and the problems, and their health will decline. And this is just one little thing that transportation affects. Same for job employments. Those who drove could access 30 times as many potential jobs as those who did not. Just thinking about those bus stops of if you can't get down to South Tulsa, you're kind of limited to the area in which you can walk or which you can ask a friend to drive you to, etc. So this is why Modus exists. We acknowledge that transportation is an issue for a large population, and we want to help them. So our mission statement is to remove barriers through innovative transportation solutions, education, and advocacy. So we have several different programs that we do to solve this. Here, this is our team, just so you know. We're a small company. I'll just highlight these real quick. So Leslie Neal, she's our she's the founder and executive director. So she started Modus in 2017 and has really taken it from there. We've got a couple of management teams. everybody up here is full-time, and then everybody down here is part-time. Client transportation specialists, which we're looking to hire more, are just dedicated to driving all day long. So really cool, really fun. It's a very small team, but really cool too. So we've got several different programs with two focuses of providing sustainable solutions and then also meeting immediate needs right now, currently. So one of the first ones is Modus Ed, and that's our educational piece in which we train individuals on how to utilize Tulsa Transit. So Tulsa Transit does exist, it's here. It's a little bit difficult to read a map maybe if you're not familiar with it. They're limited in the space that they can go because they need more bus drivers, just like anybody else and everybody else across the country. So we have two different versions of this Modus Ed. One where we train the trainer. So we teach individuals who are working with clients who may be dependent on it. So that's teachers, social workers, case managers. We do that twice a month downtown at the Central Library, and it's free. So if you're interested, just contact me. But it's about 2.5 hours because we go through an orientation and then we actually go on a bus ride together to kind of get the steps and the processes. The other part of Modus Ed is teaching high school students because they can ride for free. Any high school TPS student, they just need to have their ID and they can ride for free. So we teach them, we just have like a little video that we show them during their school day, which is fun. Modus Gives is a pilot program in which we have been able to give away 2 cars already and pay for the first year of car insurance as well, so they aren't caught off guard by the expenses. And so these individuals are nominated by our partner agencies. They come with good rapport. They say yes. So this is Jessica here. She was a YST, Youth Services of Tulsa, independent living program resident. And so she graduated from that program, got her own apartment, got a great job, and we were able to give her a vehicle as well to just help her out. So we want to donate at least 2 more this year and then continue to grow that program. So to meet the immediate needs, we have 2 different programs. Modus Delivers, which is our grocery pilot program. Again, these pilots, we've got so much stuff going on. So Modus Delivers, we've partnered with Catholic Charities and Life Senior Services to make sure that homebound senior adults are able to access fresh groceries. And we try to focus on fresh fruits and vegetables as opposed to like canned items or shelf stable items. We want to give them the fresh stuff. So we do that on Saturdays from 9 to 2. That's a great volunteer opportunity for anybody to get connected to us there. Our flagship program, why we first started, is Modus Drive. So that's our curb-to-curb transportation service that helps individuals get to their social service areas. So since 2017, we've given more than 16,000, I think we're at 17,000 right now, rides to more than 900 clients. So the need is there, we can see it. And focusing on Modus Drive, since that's our biggest program with the most immediate need of volunteers and then staff as well. Just a few things that make us different than other transportation services in town. One being we're curb to curb and we serve minors. So when we first started in 2017, our focus was on individuals aged 13 to 24 because those were the people who didn't have any other option. Technically, they can't ride Uber or Lyft if they're under 18. Who mandates that? We're not sure, but that's the law. So we wanted to make sure that those individuals who are 13, 14 years old have transportation to the services that they need. Anybody who's under 13 can also ride with us, but they just need to have an enrolled adult as well. So Modus provides car seats, and we do a car seat training for all of our staff. We have a car seat technician on staff who gets certified every year. So we're up to date on that, what kind of seats are necessary to keep everything legal. And then right now, we're just in the Tulsa metro area, so we're not outside of that yet. We would love to be, again, limited with our capacity here. Since starting, we've partnered with 43 different social service agencies, currently serving probably 25, typically. Here is just some stats. So a typical ride, most of the time, we're just going to go to employment, job trainings, schools, education, because of that young population group that we serve. In 2020, October 2020, we expanded our age group to serve all clients of all ages. So now we do serve individuals who need healthcare because they're senior adults, and food security, social services, just general childcare services, taking individuals to childcare and then them to the job and then job back, etc. And you can see here the need for transportation just continues to increase. In August, just last month, we gave over 800 rides, and so it was very substantial. These are our current partner agencies. You can see that there's a wide variety of services that we partner with. From Tulsa Community College, they do an intern program for high school seniors. Housing Solutions, helping individuals experiencing homelessness. Urban Coder Skill, teaching high school students how to code, which is really cool. So that's an after-school program. Let's see, Divis is our most recent partnership agency. So you can see all different backgrounds, all different people. Everybody needs help with transportation. It's not just one particular population. So Modus is designed to serve nonprofits. We are the only transportation service specifically designed to do that. So why we wanted to do that is to serve nonprofits because they're doing great work and we love them. But we know that the individuals who are working in the nonprofits went to school to learn how to become a caseworker, not to become a driver. So we want to take that on so they can spend most of their day doing what they love to do. And so we eliminate their barriers for their clients so they're able to show up on time consistently to different appointments, whether that's counseling, medical care, etc. And then we reduce the agency's no-show rate. So then that helps you guys be able to serve your clients better. And so we allow staff to stay focused on the mission of the agency because that's why they're there. They're not there to drive around all day. So we'll do that for them. Another thing is to serve our customers. So we have several different ways that we do that. One way is to text the clients every time that we complete a trip for them to rate how well the ride went. So right now we have a 4.97 out of 5, which is great. And you can kind of see some of these quotes from clients of, excuse me, different benefits that we have for the clients. Excuse me. Awesome. So we're customer focused. A ride typically takes about 15 minutes because we're only serving that Tulsa area. So you can see though that we serve clients on a reoccurring basis most of the time. And so we get to know the clients. So this is Asia. She completed her CNA training. Can you guys see that? Let me hold on just a second. Our phone system. Okay. Some other individuals like Dorian finished an internship when he was a senior high school student. So then afterwards, he was able to be offered that job, that position, which was awesome. So very different backgrounds from different people being able to serve different areas, which is cool. Cool. So currently we have about 30 volunteers, and all of our volunteers are thoroughly background checked and trained. So we have ID badges that all of the drivers carry around with them in the cars, so the clients know, yes, they're good, they're certified. And then we also indicate the cars with these little magnets. So to become a volunteer driver, we have some eligibility requirements. One, to be at least 21 years old. We're kind of taking that back into consideration of maybe lowering that down to 18. But for now, we're going to keep it at 21 just for the maturity level that we want our drivers to have. Have at least 2 years of driving experience in the United States and have a safe and reliable vehicle. There's no specific parameter for that. I drive a 2008 Toyota Corolla, and it is still working, still good. I feel safe in it. Have updated vehicle insurance, valid ID, driver's license. You must own a smartphone because we track all of our drivers when they have a client in the vehicle through Life 360, which is just an app. And then obviously no criminal background. That's helpful. We also, in addition, keep a point system of any traffic violations that drivers have. So any driver that has more than 5 points is disqualified from driving. We want to keep them safe. So how to get involved, how to help out Modus and help out individuals who need transportation. One is to volunteer, is to become one of those volunteer drivers. And then we also need volunteers for Modus Delivers. So delivering groceries to senior adults on Saturdays. That's just limited to Saturdays. The drive is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is when we have availability to provide rides. Another way is to donate, just like any other nonprofit. We love donations, but then also you can join our team. So we have the client transportation specialist positions open, part-time, pretty flexible schedules and things like that. So dedicated to just driving all day. It's kind of fun. It's like Uber, but you get paid hourly. So it's great. So this is our website here. And then you can go online just to even learn more. We want people to become advocates for individuals. So we have blogs that have some transportation issues. We wrote a couple about racism in transportation and the historic consequences of that. We have a newsletter that we keep people updated, but just like maybe once every 3 months. And then really the biggest need is volunteers. So go online, check us out. You can always give me a call as well. I'm available. But that's my whole presentation. So any questions?
I was kind of curious, maybe you already said this and I missed it, but how do people like sign up for rides online, or do they call, or is there an app, or like how do people?
For sure.
Yeah.
So through the partners agencies, through those partnerships with those organizations, they sign people up basically. So their clients are the ones that are getting these rides. So they're vetted. We have them get enrolled, meaning that there's a rider agreement that they sign, liability release. So it's safe for the volunteers as well on the flip side. But they sign off that they can ride without incident. So that's really helpful as well. But again, we want to serve all different people of all different backgrounds. So there's really not that many qualifications per se to receive one of these rides. It just has to be submitted by one of those partner agencies. Great question. Anything else?
For the volunteers on the Saturday to deliver food, is it the same qualifications? You have to be 21, own your car and all that, or can it be, younger kids?
Great. So if there's 2 different opportunities for the delivers. One is to meet us at locations. So there's 2 different apartment complexes that we deliver most of the food to. And so any age group can help there. You don't have to have a driver's license, so you can just meet us there. We do want everybody to have an ID badge. So we want to know who is delivering the groceries, obviously. So there is a process of just getting onboarded, of kind of going through a little bit of training for all age groups. But if it's like a family thing that you want to do with your family, for sure, bring them all. The other option is to do individual houses routes. And so we do require proper driver's license experience like that, because you'll be driving and transporting groceries, not clients, but still.
And you have to be 21.
For that currently, yeah, we're working on changing that to get lowered down to 18 for the driving positions, but anything else you can come on.
All right.
Cool.
And then I was also wondering how do the partner agencies, is that where like the funding comes from, or how are you funded?
Yep. So part of that is from the partner agencies. So they buy a ride package, anywhere from 100 one-way trips, which breaks down to about $15 per trip, up to 2,000 is our largest package. So most of our organizations that we serve have about like a 500, 1,000 ride package, because it lasts for a year. And then they are able to determine of their clients who will need it the most. So we rely on them to enroll the clients, like I said before, but they have the ability to schedule those trips. And currently, most of our caseworkers and partner agencies are providing rides for only necessary appointments, like absolutely necessary, especially post-COVID. But we're kind of seeing that more social engagement coming back. So like taking an individual to the park for a baby shower, they deem that important, and we agree social health is health. So we're able to do that too. Wherever they want to go, we will take them, as long as it's approved by the provider. Outside of those packages that we sell, we have foundations fund us. I mean, name a foundation in town and you'll probably name somebody that supports us. And then since we are so young, we're about 5 years old, we're just starting to develop our individual giving programs. So we have a monthly donor program called the Caravan. So you can join, you can just donate monthly. I think it's like $25 helps cover the cost of one round trip for an individual. So that's kind of where we put it at, but you can give whatever you want.
That's great. I appreciate how thorough you guys are. It seems like, you know, with like the background checking and the, you know, making sure that everybody's safe and everybody's, you know.
Yeah. Our big thing is safe and reliable transportation. We want to show up on time because there's a lot of other transportation services and in town who may not be as reliable. I don't know if you've ever tried to call a cab in Tulsa. I've done it. I've tried to call it one time, and after an hour, I gave up. And so that's our big thing. We want everybody to feel safe. For the volunteer trainings and driver trainings in general, we go through everything from people first language, diversity, inclusivity, how to use proper pronouns and ask and things like that, to defensive driving and being aware of what you're doing on the road, how to carry on a conversation safely with an individual, things like that. So we want all of our drivers to be well-rounded individuals. And we tend to draw those individuals who really want to serve and care for others, for staff and volunteers, because again, like you can Uber or Lyft and provide rides and drive around all day, but we really want individuals who can connect to these individuals, whether that's a teenager and they're on their phone the entire ride and you just know to sit there and be quiet and give them their space, or a senior adult who is telling you turn by turn where to go, even though you might have it up on Google Maps. So there's different opportunities for different clients, which is really fun. And it really is different from ride to ride, it keeps it exciting. And yeah. Love it. Anything else?
I don't have anything else. I have, you guys are frozen.
Oh, I'm frozen?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You're good.
So I guess you probably already shared it, but do you want to share again the website?
Oh yeah, sure. So again, it is modustulsa.org. And really, you can find anything on there that you need. There's volunteer applications that you can fill out online, job applications as well. And there's also an application, a partnership interest form. So if you're working for an organization that you say, hey, Modus could probably help us out with some rides. We will talk with anybody. We are limited on how many partner agencies we can serve at a time, just because we're limited with staff and volunteers. But it's a great way just for us to know the transportation needs of Tulsa, because we're continually learning and engaging with new people of like, oh, we didn't really think about that, of people need to go out to the Port of Catoosa for jobs. That's pretty far, and Tulsa Transit doesn't go there anymore. So trying to figure out how to help organizations and individuals get to where they need to go. But our website, again, also has some just resources. We try to keep up to date on transportation issues that are current, whether it's political or just kind of fun information kind of thing with the advancements of technology that's coming out. So we have a blog and we have some other stuff there as well. But really, if you want to know more, you can always call me as well. We can chat. And I don't think I have my phone number up there, but you can find it online. It's there.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Yes,
I'm
thank
gonna
you
go
very
ahead and
much.
stop recording real quick. Oh, sorry, Carla, did you have something?
No, I just said thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this has been really great. So